When an aircraft carrying wounded warriors arrives at Ramstein Air Base, members of the 86th Contingency Aeromedical Staging Facility, or CASF, get them off the plane and take them to get medical attention.
We are responsible for all of EUCOM, so pretty much anything over in the European Command, we transport those patients. They could be active duty military, they could be dependents, retirees, and even possibly DOD, and we also transport coalition forces.
When we receive the 30-minute call from AOC, that notifies us that the plane is actually 30 minutes away from landing on the flight line. So within that time, when we receive the call, we actually overhead page the personnel here in the CASF and let them know that there is a 30-minute out.
Attention on the net. We have a 30-minute out on the inbound from Bagram, 30-minute out on inbound from Bagram.
The mission comes in, we get a notice saying that the plane is inbound, whether it's to drop off patients or just to give it to them. We leave 30 minutes out before we have to be there, and then we just safely unload or load the patients.
From here, the majority of these patients are going to be going up to Landstuhl to be evaluated by their physicians and get any further stabilization care that they need. From there, the docs will determine what their next step is going to be, whether it's going back to the States or whether some of these patients may get returned to duty.
They'll start off if there's any C-catch, which is the critical care patients. They start off with those, get those onto their own separate bus. We'll usually use 8 personnel on the litter for safety reasons because they're generally a lot heavier. They have a lot of equipment. As soon as they're loaded onto their bus, they go off to the hospital. And then once they've been cleared, we start working on the rest of the litter patients. We'll bring those down one at a time onto the bus, using anywhere from 4 to 6 people to carry them. And then finally, we do the ambulatory patients, which are the ones that can walk on and off the plane. They walk off, they get onto, again, their own bus. Then we take them out to Landstuhl also.
The CASF also helps patients who have been at Landstuhl prepare to fly to the U.S. to continue treatment.
These guys arrive 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. We get them processed in. Our flight docs look at them. We get the proper medications, and we get them to get out of here so they could go eat a decent meal. Then we try to make them feel like, this is an environment that they're safe. We put them in beds, and some of them stay up all night playing in the USO so they can sleep on the plane on the way home, and we're fine with that.